trust your creative process.
I didn't turn the mic on again.
Yeah.
Oh, that thing's like right. It looks like he's headbutting. Look at all these people doing shit for Rob. He doesn't have to do anything. They're just doing it for him. I know that laugh that just came out of me. We're gonna cut that out.
Just hold it.
Just testing the weight. It's definitely heavy.
Heavy approved.
Still warming up. So 10s, 25.
Still heavy.
You know, traditional warm-ups. Those are your sexy pants? Yikes.
I learned that from Joey.
Struggle bus.
It's a good thing he's here to do the math because I've never had to pull or load anything like this before.
Math is hard.
The only thing I'm doing today, so it's a lot of just waiting in between sets. So I'm working up to one rep at 900 pounds, which will be a training PR, so I've never gone that heavy in training before, just in contest. So this coming weekend at Giants Live Wembley, I'm shooting for 970,
Woo.
which will be cool.
Is that heaviest you've ever lifted or no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The most I've ever done so far is 926, so it's just 420 kilos. So the next jump after that at this contest is 440, so that's, well, technically it's 968.
Woo.
Yeah.
How much can you pick up and put down?
Only 500.
Oh, only 500. No big deal.
He only weighs like 185 pounds, so it's pretty legit.
It's pretty impressive.
I literally weigh 100 pounds more than he does.
So does this like outfit help in any way, or is this just?
Yeah, so this is a deadlift suit. Helps just make it really tight at the bottom.
Okay.
Gives a little pop off the floor. So, you know, in strongman we're allowed to use it, so you kind of take every advantage that's given to you to try to win.
There's other things you just wouldn't be able to use that in?
Yeah, so this is literally just for this only event. This
Gotcha.
this one event. So, yeah. Since like we use freedom units here in America, like
Wow, calling America out.
like we go over to literally any other country and they use kilos. So then I'm all fucked up because it's like, oh, it's 400 kilos. I'm like, oh, that's not bad. LOL, that's 880 pounds. So like during this, like my coach is like giving me the warm up and numbers to hit for each workout. So he's giving me all of the numbers in kilos. So I've been having to like convert
everything
and get them as close to possible. So
yeah, because they don't perfectly translate either.
No, 1 kilo is 2.2 pounds.
Yeah, so it makes no sense.
2.2 blah 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 pounds. This will be my last warm up. Then I'm probably going to take about 10 minutes or so and then go for 900.
Okay.
I would shit my spine.
I'm trying to go for a training PR and these fuckers are screwing around on the bar.
Right? Not taking this seriously.
Juji Mufu.
What?
There's a dude, his name is, on Instagram, his name is Juji Mufu.
Juji Mufu. I'm not even gonna try.
Juji Mufu.
This is his
Don't say it again. Don't
smelling
show
salts.
off in front of me.
They're really strong, so I have to be careful. You want to smell them?
No. They're really strong. You want to smell them? No. You what?
I almost puked. Because I put it like really close to my face thinking it wasn't that strong. It is. So like I thought my nose was bleeding.
So you just like take the cap off and sniff it?
Yeah. And it kind of makes you angry and
Kind of makes you angry.
Makes you wake up and stuff.
You're so cute. I love you so much. I want to be.
Joey just rubbed his junk on my hand.
Wait, is that normal then?
That's extra power.
Is that not your normal Sunday morning?
Well, not my normal like pre-workout routine, but
Oh, my
if
bad.
this goes well, it might be.
This is how strong men make biscuits. They're rolling out the dough.
He's not ready yet. That's strongman yoga.
He falls backwards.
That's so heavy. It's so, yeah, it's like a steamroller right now. That's possible thing.
The cutest human.
So shy.
Oh my god, shut
Watch this bitch. He knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, he has no idea. They're probably talking about tacos or something. Yeah, I put guacamole on my tacos. What about you? Yeah, guacamole's pretty cool. Yeah, definitely.
Sour cream's my
So you
favorite.
want to like get that for lunch? Cool. All right, bye.
What else?
Nothing. We're just talking about lunch.
Yeah, sure. Like that's the thing, like I don't have to worry about off the floor. If I can get it to my knees, I'm gonna be able to push it up.
1 week later.
Let's go, Rob!
In the deadlift, looking for a smooth 400. Coaches,
So what's going on, everybody? Figured after Giants Live Wembley, we'd just do a little bit of a recap video to talk about the contest, how it went, and how it went for me and how I'm feeling after that. So ended up taking 5th overall. Was actually tied with Mikhail Shivlikov. So it was a good showing, considering the guys that were ahead of me. Kieliskowski with the win, Jerry Pritchett in 2nd, Lisi's in 3rd, and then Luke Stoltman, that bastard, in 4th. Luke, I love you, but stop beating me. I'm really couldn't be too upset, considering the quick turnaround with this show right after World's Strongest Man. The first event of the show was the World Deadlift Championships. The big talk of the town was anybody going to break Eddie's 500 kilo barrier. I wasn't going to be the guy to do that. My goal the entire time was just go for a big PR. Going into the contest, the best pull I had ever done was 420 kilos or 926 pounds. That was at the Arnold, South Africa in 2017. Judging based off the jumps that we were going to be making, the opening weight was 400 kilos, so 880 pounds. Then they were going to go 420, so the 926. And then the next jump after that was 440, so that's 968. So it was a big jump. But my deadlift had actually felt really good. World's Strongest Man, pulled 6 reps at the contest there. Then I got two heavy pull sessions in after that, leading up to this Giants Live Wembley show. So I was feeling pretty good. 880 moved really smooth. 926 moved really nicely as well. The 880 I probably didn't have to hitch like I did, but kind of my mindset was if I could save my glutes and my hamstrings a little bit and do the hitch, it would just help me through the rest of the show and going for that 440 mark. So after my 926 or the 420 pull, I was feeling good. A couple of guys missed at that mark, which I was pretty surprised about. And then going into 440, I was just like, you know what? Screw this. I'm going to give everything I got. Just barely got it over my knees. And the beautiful thing about the hitch that I do is once it's over the knees, you can readjust as many times as you want, really just to get it in a good position to make the lift, which I was able to do, which was a huge pull for me. I believe that actually puts me 4th all time for American Strongman for the highest deadlift ever. So to have that accolade and only be 283 pounds like I was on the day of the contest is pretty awesome. So felt pretty good, tied for 2nd place in the deadlift championships, which is great. Next event was the Farmer's Walk, which in training had been going so well. I was super excited because I knew my weakest event was going to be the Hercules hold out of the contest. So I figured, all right, farmers are good. I'll be able to get, a good time on this. Kieliskowski goes out, first, hits like 18 seconds on the carry, which is just stupid fast. But then, as I was watching everybody else, I had seen a lot of people dropping it. Kieliskowski and Mark Felix were the only 2 out of the entire field that didn't drop the farmers at one point during the carry. So I was actually confident going into it because I knew my grip had been pretty good in training, and I knew I could move quick with that weight. It was 160 kilos a hand, so about 352 pounds. Whistle went off. I was going against Adam Bishop, so I knew it was going to have to be fast. And first 15 meters actually felt really good. My hands felt solid. I was moving really fast. And then out of nowhere, my left hand just popped open. For those of you that have done farmer's walks before, usually you can kind of feel that moment coming where the handles start to slip a little bit, the hand creeps open, and none of that happened. So I was really surprised. Finish the first 20 meters, make the turn, kind of regrip, and that 20-meter run back to the finish line was a bitch, to say the least. I would only make it about 4 to 5 steps, then have to drop again. My hands were just popping open the entire time. So I was really bummed after that event. Joey called me a diva a few times after that event because I was sulking a little bit, just because I expected a better performance out of myself. I got 9th place on that event, in an event that I was kind of hoping I'd be top 3, so that was a bummer. Next event after that was the safe press, and pressing events are usually always good for me. I'm pretty confident going into them. This one was different though. The bar height wasn't adjustable. So the bar height on the safe was set at 57 inches, which for me is just about chin height. And that made it really tough for me because, being, as short as I am, only 5'10", I was able to really get no leg drive whatsoever into the press. So I'd try to get as much as I could, but it really ended up just turning into being a strict press every rep. And the weight was 150 kilos, so about 330 pounds. Was able to get 8 reps, so I'm not too upset with that. It was 4th place. Rauno Heinle got 9, Luke Stoltman with 12, and then Kieliskowski with 13. But if you notice, if you watch the event, all the guys that were taller than me, so everyone, was able to get some leg drive in it just because the bar was actually at shoulder height for them, or actually a little bit lower for some of them. And when you're going into that event, you want it to kind of be one smooth motion to get the press overhead. But unfortunately, just because of my height, I wasn't able to do that. But 4th place, started to get a little bit of momentum back and feeling better about myself. Event after that was a Hercules hold. But this was kind of like the biggest question mark for me.
Okay, dog fart. Whoa.
If we can.
Whoa.
We'll just pan down to Glitter. Obviously, she's very.
Wow. Glitter.
Yeah.
You're killing me, kid.
So, brief intermission. Hercules hold was the 4th event. So this was the biggest question mark for me. I've done this event one time in my career. Did horrible at it. So I really didn't know what to expect. The setup that they have at Giants Live is unreal. It's so smooth. The weight gets released perfectly into both hands at the same time. They really do a great job with the implements, and they look badass. It's like 2 pillars from the Coliseum. So in the warm-ups, we got our chain height and length and everything, and the handles are big. They're actually pretty thick, to the point where you really can't get your whole hand wrapped around them. So it really is, such a grip event. So my biggest goal was just hang on, and really just try to be comfortable. When that weight came into my hands, I felt so solid. I was looking down the entire time, picked one spot on the ground, and just didn't break contact the entire time. And then right around the 30-second mark, it goes from this is pretty comfortable to oh shit, this is heavy, and it gets to that point really, really quickly. And that's when I actually wiggled my feet out to get a wider base a little bit, and then I started to get the sways back and forth, but was able to hold on for about 39 seconds, which put me 5th place in that event. So I was actually really happy with that because my goal was to be top 5 in the Hercules hold, which I did. So the stones, my stones training had been good, nothing exceptional. I'd been doing stone for reps for Worlds, done a couple of series for Worlds. My last series I did, training for Wembley. I did, the stones were 325 up to 425, and it was a slow series. I think it took me maybe 45 or 50 seconds. And the box heights were much shorter. I got to Wembley and looked at the heights of these damn boxes. And I kid you not, standing next to the first box, I could not see over the top of it. Which just makes stones a bitch for me. Because essentially the first one was 120 kilos, so about 265 pounds. It turns into a clean and press for me instead of just an actual stone load. So was really actually excited about this because I got to go head to head with Mark Felix, which obviously Mark is an icon in the sport, and I had never gone head to head with him in an event before. So this was pretty exciting for me, especially at Wembley, Wembley Arena, in front of 6,000 fans. Some of the best crowds in strongman. So my stone run I'm actually really, really happy with. I finished in 34 seconds, all 5 stones. Last stone was 200 kilos, so 440 pounds, which is a pretty big stone at the end of a series. And, like I said, finishing in, the 34-second mark, I was happy with. The thing that sucks is the guys at this level are so damn good at stones that was a 5th place finish. We have Lisi's doing a 5-stone series in 20 seconds. There was multiple guys in that 22nd to 23-second mark. It's just insane. But me being only 5'10", and to finish a series like that in 34 seconds, I was really, really happy with that. Corey and I were actually talking about this. We were watching that stone run, and he was talking about how I was attacking the stones. And I actually, the last stone, I actually went down so fast. You can kind of see it on the video if you watch from the side. I smacked my chin on the stone and kind of bounced off of it, which is a little bit of wake-up call and just a little bit more motivation to load the stone and finish the series. Overall, I really can't be too disappointed. With this contest being only 3 weeks after World's Strongest Man, really none of us that were there trained for Wembley. Which was really cool, and it was a lot of fun. To any of my US fans that are watching this, if you ever have the opportunity to go to a Giants Live show in the UK, please make the trip. It really is such an experience, and when you're literally competing in front of thousands and thousands of fans. I mean, the sport in the UK is so amazing, and it's such another level. And to my UK fans, I give you a lot of credit because it gives us such excitement to come over there and compete in front of all you guys. So next up for me, I have the Giants Live North American Championships, which are coming up August 10th. Those are going to be in Martinsville, Indiana, again this year. Really good events for me, so I'm really excited. So the events are going to be a max axle clean and press. May or may not see a new world record. A yoke. There's a car deadlift, farmers, and stones. So the nice thing is they're pretty basic. All those events I've pretty much been training for the past 6 months, except the axle. Did a little bit of axle training leading into World's Strongest Man for the press medley. So it's going to be fun to see what I can hit. The world record attempt. Poundstone and I have been talking about possibly going for it. If I can clean my split jerk up on an axle, I haven't done it in a long time. I think I might be giving Eddie Hall a little push for his world record on the axle. So as always, if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. And if you have anything else that you want to see, let me know.